actually an AI assistant calling to share information about FUI Wizard. We reach out to potential users who might benefit from our tool.
Hello and welcome, soldiers. Well, this is an automation for cold outreach. What it does is that it takes a contact page of a potential client like this one. Contact pages can be different, whatever it is. It will take this URL, this scraping bee module will visit the URL, take a screen capture of that page. That screen capture is an image. It has these contact details like the phone number, email, and the name. And that image will be passed to the vision model of OpenAI GPT, and the vision model will go through, analyze that image, and extract the contact details, and it will output it as a JSON file, and then we'll generate a unique discount code. We will assign that discount code to the product in our online store, and then we'll send the cold email, and we will verify the email before we send the email because it's a cold outreach. We don't know if the email is valid or not, and we'll make an outbound call, and we'll make a voice agent in Vapi. This voice agent will be the one who will talk to the client. The job of this voice agent is to persuade the client, let him know that we have this offer, we have this product, and if you register today, within the next 24 hours, you can get 100% discount for the next 30 days. That's the job. And if the customer shows any interest on that, it will send an SMS with the same discount code. So if everything works good, what will happen is that our potential client will be reached via two channels, email and a cold call. So that's what we're going to do. So without further ado, let's start. I'm gonna take a copy of these 4 modules. Why I'm doing this is because, let me put this trigger there. Now this is the active scenario here. Why I'm doing this is because the vision-based scraping part, actually I covered in my previous video. This is a continuation of that video. If you want to make the whole thing, you will have to refer to that video. I'm not going to repeat myself here because the scraping bee, how to set up scraping bee, it's very simple, but there are particular things that you have to do, like the cookie consent. So it's a bit technical. This is the prompt that you have to write. By the way, you can download all these blueprints from my school community. The link's in the description. But this prompt is the main part of this scenario because this is how you instruct the LLM how to do the job. What job? In this case, how to find the contact details like the phone number and the email address and the name. I urge you to go through this prompt and really understand what's happening. The role is defined, the task is defined, the guidelines, and these guidelines are really important. Like there are things like I'm in UK, so I need the UK numbers prioritized, and all those things are specified here. This will be the output from this module because I'm specifying it. It's a JSON object with name, email, and phone. So that will be the output of this module, and we will capture that JSON object in this parse.json module. This thing has been explained and completed in my previous video. Please watch that, study that, and come back. So after this point, there are 2 ways to go. There's an easy way to go. There is a hard way to do it. The easy way, there's nothing wrong with it. It depends on your requirement. I'll show you the easy way. Now let's understand what we're doing here. What we're doing is cold outreach. By this point, but we have extracted the phone number and an email and the name. Now we want to send an email and make a call and offer them a discount code and persuade them to subscribe to our product. The discount code must exist in the store before our client goes there and try to apply it. So the first step is to generate the discount code and update the online store. After this point, that's what you have to do. There are 2 ways to do it. The easy way, go to your online store. In my case, it's a Wix store. In catalog, go to product, and you should have the product. Now this is my product. If you're on Shopify or Squarespace, find out how to do this. It should be pretty straightforward. So if I go to marketing right here, discount coupons, I can come here and create a coupon. Let's say it's Wizard 104 Wizard sale discount. So I need a discount, 100% discount to a specific product. This is the product we're going to offer. So select the product. And this is really important. Limit the total number of uses of this coupon. If you select this, the number is limited. If you say this coupon can be applied like 100 times, that means you can send it to only 100 customers. You don't know yet, right? So You can't limit like that, but usually what you should do is that limit to 1 use per customer. Yeah, if you do that, that means whatever the number of customers you're reaching out, that customer can apply this code only once. Once you do that, you can create a coupon. I don't want to mark it. Now this is a coupon code. Go back to the automation, set variable. Set variable. There should be discount code, and paste the discount code. Now that's it. That's a legitimate discount code. After that, you can go ahead. Let me make a copy and do all this. We have a legitimate coupon code that exists and is signed to our product, and we can send that coupon code to any client, which is fantastic. Fine. This depends on what you want to do, but the problem here is that that coupon code can get shared with the people you don't want to, and they can apply it once. Anybody can apply it once, and subscribe to the product. Subscribe to the product. Maybe that's what you want, but in my case, what I want is to generate a unique discount code to every client. So in that case, I need to generate a unique discount code. I can't do it manually. But generating a unique code in Make is pretty straightforward, right? You just have to apply this. UUID stands for Universally Unique Identifier. But the problem with UUID is that it's a number like this. It's a long 128-bit number, and it has this dash characters which I really don't like. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to convert this to the MD5 hash. So I can use this MD5 hash generator. Just search into Google MD5 hash generator, then you can come up with this. So if I convert this to MD5 hash, that will be something like this. Right? What it does is any string, anything we enter here, it will create a unique identifier for that, right? Just understand it like that. So this is fine. Now I don't have these dash signs right here. What I have is a 32-digit hexadecimal number, but still this is too long. So if I take like the first 10 characters, that's a decent length for a discount code. So that's what I'm going to do. How can I do it in Make? Is that I have to get the substring, the first 10 characters, 0 to 10, and I have to convert that to MD5, the UUID. So what it does is that unique identifier that it generates, it will be converted to MD5 hash, and I'm going to take the first 10 characters of it. That is our discount code, and I'll add this word wizard. FUI wizard is my product. All right, if I press OK, I'll unlink. I put the trigger here and I run once. Look at this. This is the code that it has generated. It'll be a unique discount code. So the next thing, let me delete this coupon code here. Delete. Now what I have to do, I can't do it manually now. Now every time this automation runs, I have to generate a coupon code in the Wix store. So how to do that? If you're using Shopify, go to Shopify, let's search discount, create a discount code. It's pretty straightforward. But if you are not using Shopify and you're like me, you're using something else like Wix or Squarespace, it's not that straightforward because there's no module here to create a coupon code. So there's a different way to do it. So you have to make an API call. That's what you got to do. I'm seeing this because I've already made the connection. But if you're applying the API call module for the first time, you will see something like this, right? You need an app ID and an app secret. So how to generate that? It is given in the Make documentation. This link is in the description. You have to follow these steps. The problem with this is that the order of this is wrong. This step 10 should be step 7. These are the practical problems. So anyway, I'll tell you how to do it. In Wix, I'm demonstrating this on Wix, by the way. What you have to do, you have to create a custom app. Go to Wix Studio, custom apps. You have to follow these steps exactly as I'm telling you. I'm going to create a new custom app. Don't use these. Explore other frameworks. Go to that. Click self-hosted. Start from scratch. Now let's rename app YouTube demo. Discount code YouTube demo. But the next thing you have to do is to go to permissions and add permissions. This means you have to specify what this app can do. So Make wants you to add these permissions. Manage your app, which has been applied by default. Manage products. Copy that name. Search by name ID. Manage products. Add that. Press save. Copy this. Manage orders. Copy that. Add permissions. Paste. Now here, there are many. So you have to be careful. For Wix stores, manage orders. So you have to look for a little bit. Now this is called stores. Now this is scope, paid plans, restaurants, events. This is the stores one, right? Manage orders. Click that. Save. Now I'm going to fast forward. Now you see, this is the one we need, right? We are going to create coupons. All right, now this is a tricky bit. We have completed until step 6. Now the next thing Make wants you to do is to click on auth and app ID and app secret key, do something here. But that's wrong. If you do that, it won't work. You have to do this in step 10 next. You have to test your app. Test your app. Go to dashboard, test app, select the site. Now click add to site. Agree and add. Now it says it's installed. This app is now installed on your site. View all apps. In my case, it doesn't redirect. Don't worry if that happens. Just close this window and go to home and go to apps, manage apps, discount code YouTube demo. Once again, when I click open, it doesn't open. Don't worry about it. If that happens, don't worry. Just go to Wix Studio. Go to custom apps, and this is your app. Click on it. Now you are in the app. Now you can go to this step. Go to auth and app ID, app secret key. And that's very important. Now I want you to copy this app key. Copy that. I want you to save this. I'm going to show you my secret because I'm gonna delete this app after this demo. All right, that's your app key. This is your app secret. Now, next, what you have to do is this app URL and redirect URL. For that, Make gives you those URLs. Copy this app URL, paste it here. I know this doesn't make any sense, but without this, you can't do this. Save. Now it's done. Now if you go to Wix, let me take a copy. Let me put it here. If you go to Wix, I'm going to make a new connection. YT demo. This is the dialog box that you will see the first time when you are launching the Wix module. So now you know the app ID because we created it. Paste. Paste and save. And once you save it, select your site, agree and add. Now the connection is done. Now why we did all this is to make the connection to the Wix site. So now we can make an API call to create a coupon. Unlink. Let's create the connection here. All right. whatever the discount code that this module generates, we have to create a coupon with that particular coupon code. That's an API call. So we have to know the API endpoint and what to write in the body. So that is available in the API documentation. This is the API documentation. All these links are in the description. I'm demonstrating this because you will sooner or later come across these complexities. So now you've seen this, you know how to tackle if something happens like this. So if you want to make an API call, you have to refer to the API documentation. Now for the create coupon, there's an API endpoint. This is the API endpoint. It should be a post request. That's what it says. So let's copy this. It should be a post request. And the API endpoint URL is this, but this won't work if you type it like this. You have to omit this part, only this part. Well, how do I know that? Is through trial and error, because I'm stupid. Because it says right here, it says enter the paths relative to this. That's what it says. For example, it has given an example. I didn't read it, so I wasted like, I don't know, a couple of hours. So anyways, I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to copy this. Select all, copy. I'm going to paste it right here. Oh, by the way, I have to give a big shout out to this gentleman right here, Adam Malik. Bless that man, whoever he is, because he explained all the steps, everything, every pitfall about creating that custom app and making the connection in Make in this Medium article. It's fantastic. I'm providing this link in the description too. If you have any trouble understanding what I'm saying, refer to this article because he's explaining it crystal clear. Adam Malik, thank you very much for sharing your knowledge, sir. So here, this is the JSON request, the row, the HTML body, the specification, the name, promotional discount code, 100%, code. Now the code has to be whatever we generate right here, right? That's code. Active, true, start time and end time. We have to specify the start time and end time. So start time has to be the time right now. For example, if this automation is running at 8:30 a.m. today, that means by around 8:30 our client will receive the email and the phone call. So today's 8:30 a.m. to tomorrow 8:30 a.m., 24 hours, it has to be active. So the start time has to be now and the end time has to be at 1 day to now. That's how you specify it. What is this format date? This X, it means it's converting into a numerical timestamp. The whole date will be converted into a numerical timestamp. That's how you have to specify it here. How do I know all that? Is because I've referred to the API documentation. So don't worry about this too much. You'll have to go through all that when you're really doing this. Namespace stores. Now you have to specify the product ID here. If you don't do it, what will happen is this discount code will be applied to every product in your store if you don't do this. So every product, if you have 30 products in your store, all products will have this discount code applied. So you don't want that, right? You need to apply it to a specific product. How to find the product ID in Wix? Go to catalog, products, click on that and watch the URL. You see this number after product. This is the product ID. Copy that and paste it here. So once you do that, now this should work. Let's run it. Yay, it worked. So this is the discount code generated. We said 4F7797 or whatever. Let's go to Wix and see if we have it generated. So let's go to marketing coupons. There's nothing. It's because it's the coupons, manually created coupons are selected. Let's go to Velo and apps. So yeah, it's been generated. Fantastic. Beautiful. All right, great. Now let's go ahead, take a break, and we'll do this part next. All right, let's go ahead and complete the rest of it. Let's add a Google Sheet, update a row, make the connection here, and let's choose the file, contact list. That's where my Google Sheet is. Wherever your Google Sheet is, you have to browse to it. Sheet name, the sheet 1. The row number should be coming from, I'm sorry, let's put it here. Let's make the connection. Now the row number, we should get the row number from this Google Sheet row number. That's the row we have to update, because now how the automation happens is that it will take one by one. So if you have 10 of them, now if he's getting the 20th, the URL in the 19th row, let's say, that's in that time for that URL, when the automation is activated for that URL, the row number will be 19. Now you want to save your discount code in row 19th coupon code cell. That's why you have to get the row number from this module right here. Contains headers, yes. Company URL, you don't have to change it. It's already there. You have to update the name. Now the name is here. Phone, email, the discount code we generated. Now it will be updated. Let's add a router. Now the next thing is send the email and make the outbound call. Let's do the email first. Now here's the thing about outreach email campaigns. You don't know these organizations or these people. You just went online and you thought that these are potential customers. You assumed these are potential customers, and now you extracted email addresses and you're going to send emails. But sometimes these email addresses might not be working, right? They are expired, or they are even maybe misspelled. Sometimes, most of the time, they are expired. They are not working. So what if that's the case? If you just send an email, add recipient, whatever the email address you extracted. If you do it like this, and this email address is non-existent or expired, the email you send will bounce back. The problem here is that you're sending this email from your business account. If I do this cold outreach like for 200 people and 100 of them bounce back, my email provider would think I'm a spammer, right? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sending out a lot of emails to people that I don't know, and I'm a spammer. So they will downgrade my email. So the next time I'm doing an email campaign, even though I'm sending to legitimate email addresses, even though they receive the email, my email would end up in spam or promotion folders, not the inbox. People won't open my email. So this is a serious problem. That's why you have to verify the email address before you send the email. How to do that? You have to use some service. In this case, I'm using Zero Bounce. Zero Bounce is a very cheap service. It's like $18 a month. Validate email. In the free account, you can validate 100 emails, I guess. So here, insert the email. Okay. And you do a filter here. Double click on it. Validate email. Condition: the status of the Zero Bounce module must be valid. If it's valid only, it will continue. In this way, you will be sending emails only to valid emails. The bounce rate will be basically it will be zero. So that's a really good place to be. When you're doing outreach campaigns, this is a non-negotiable. You have to do this. If you don't do this, sooner or later, you'll be in deep trouble. You don't want bad reputation on your business email. So yeah. Anyways, once you do that, you have to make the connection here. This thing. Connection type, other. If you go to other email providers, you can Hotmail, Outlook. Okay, in my case, it's Hover. So it's other. So email address, I can type the email address in the mail. SMTP server, mail.hover.com. Yeah, the port is 465. All this information should be available in your email account, whatever the service provider you're using. So you have to find this information, fill it here, and make the connection. Once you've done it, the email address should be the one we extracted, and you can have any subject line here. When you're writing the content, so let me copy the one I've already written. When you write it, I highly recommend that you go to Google and search HTML editor and go to some kind of an HTML editor. I use W3. Try it yourself. Now here, in this body section, you can try your email. Run. This is how your email would look like. This is an HTML code, by the way. Let's format this a bit. All right, I formatted this a bit so you can understand. By the way, you're getting all this with your download. I highly recommend that you come to an HTML editor and format your email like this before you send it out. Here's your coupon code to claim 100% discount, valid for only 24 hours. Whatever the coupon code should go here. Alrighty, let's copy this. Paste it right here. Now this name, Peter, let's replace it with the name we extracted, and the coupon code right here. Our coupon code, discount code, should be here. Once you do that, it's done. The email will be sent. That part's done. The other thing, the outbound call. We are going to do that with Vapi. Now we have to send a request for an outbound call to Vapi. Now we have to create an assistant first. You need the assistant ID, you need the phone number ID, and the customer phone number. Customer phone number, yeah, we got it. This is the phone number. But the phone number ID and the assistant ID, customer name also, you can type it here, it doesn't matter. It's optional. But the assistant ID and phone number ID you have to have. This is my assistant. By the way, I am giving you this blueprint right here. Create Vapi agent blueprint. You just have to create a scenario and import blueprint. Import it and browse to wherever you have saved out the download files and run this blueprint. This is where you have to replace here this API key with whatever the API key you have on your dashboard. Go to API keys, copy this and paste it right here. And that's it. Press OK. And if you run it, an assistant will be created with all the settings. So the first message will be, I'm Kate from Silkstone AI and blah, blah, blah. So an opening line. So it should be the hook, because this is an outbound call. This is the first thing that the client will hear when they answer the phone. So be very careful what you write here, because this is an outbound call, right? You're talking to people that you don't know, potential clients. So don't piss them off. Don't waste their time. Start with providing value. So this is not a tutorial about how to make sales and how to make effective outbound calls. So you have to study that. But whatever it is, the rule is that in half a second, introduce yourself like, hi, I'm Kate from Silkstone AI. This is my offer and this is what you get. You're getting free, discount, whatever, right? Provide value. And in your prompt, you have to define the role first. You're an expert telemarketer working for Silkstone AI. Task is defined very clearly. The clear communication is everything when you're writing prompt. Task and important points, and I'll go through all this, right? And the guidelines and an example conversation. This hash sign is pretty important, because the LLM will clearly understand this is one section. All right, example conversation. It will clearly understand this is an example, and it will clearly understand this is a guidelines section. Use this method when you're writing any prompt. The task, your job is to follow these steps. Call the customer, introduce yourself, blah, blah, blah. Invite them to visit FUI visit. Now look at this. This is not my URL, but this is a voice agent, right? We are instructing a voice agent. This is not my URL, f-u-i, it's just FUI visit. But if I write it here like this, it will get confused, and it will, the agent will pronounce this like FUI visit. That's not what I want. I want it to clearly say FUI visit. When you write it like this, it will clearly pronounce it. So if you need to pronounce something like that, like with initials, I am AJ Abraham, right? So AJ, A-A hyphen J hyphen Abraham. So do that. So if you do that, it will pronounce it right. What is this very important thing is that set the permission variable of the SMS code tool. All right. I know when you run this scenario, if you run that scenario, this whole assistant will be created. However, this tool won't be created. You have to create it in this tool section. So you have to create. Let me copy this. Let me take my notepad. Let me copy this name and the permission variable, because you need this, because you need these names later when you create that tool. All right, I saved it on a notepad because you need this later. So what this says, set the permission variable. We are going to create a variable in this tool, permission variable to true if the customer is positive about getting the discount code and subscribe to the software. Otherwise, set it to false, right? That's a Boolean variable. Set the phone number variable in this SMS code to the prospect's phone number. Let's create that too. Oh, before that, let's say everything happened, right? And the call ended. When the call ends, what happens is that the Vapi agent called this tool. And when they call this tool, this variable values should be sent somewhere, right? This Vapi agent doesn't send SMS codes. I have to use a different service to send the SMS code. In this case, I'm using Twilio. So to Twilio, I have to send this. How to send it? I have to send these values like permission. If it is true or false, I have to send that value. The phone number, I have to send that value to Twilio. That's the phone number of the customer, by the way. So where should the voice agent send these information, these variable values? Go to tool section, create the tool, and you have to specify the a server URL. For that, you have to create a different scenario. Go to scenarios and create a different scenario. Go to scenarios here and create a different scenario and send SMS. In there, add a webhook, custom webhook, and create coupon code webhook. Copy to clipboard. What a webhook is, that it's a small instance of a server, so it can capture external information. Just understand it like that. That should be the server URL here. Save it right here and click next. Now you have to create those variables, these variables. Permission, property name, permission. It should be Boolean, right? It should be set to true or false. Let's add another one. We need 2. Phone number. Why I am using the same name? This is really important. It's a phone number. It should be a string. Save. I'm using the same name because we prompted, right? Look for this tool and look for these variable names. So it should exist in the system for it to refer to it. So that's why we use the same names here. Now you can give it the name. The name is the same name we specified in the prompt. This is optional. Second code. Give some description there. And now create. Now it's been created. If you go to the assistant, the transcriber, I'm going with these the default values. The voice, you can choose. I'm in UK, so I'm using this. Mostly, I'm using this British lady and British customer care lady and everything. It depends on what you want. Just listen to everything and pick one. By the way, you can talk with the assistant and you can test now. In tools, you have to select the tool you want to use from this drop down. All right, now let's look at the advanced settings a little bit. This HIPAA compliance, this is for medical use as far as I know. Video recordings, audio recordings, yes, turn it on. And the wait seconds is how long the voice agent will take to start talking. So you don't set it to 0, don't set it to 2 seconds either, because people will cut the line. Punctuation seconds means you understand. The punctuation seconds meant on punctuation how much time it waits. So the call timeout settings, very important. Silence timeout means if the customer goes silent for 10 seconds, then end the call. Maximum duration means for the maximum time the call should last. So don't give it too much. It should be like 600. 600 is fine actually. 600 means 10 minutes. It's more than enough. Messaging. So messaging URL. So let's paste our server URL there. By the way, these are like this is what will be sent to the client SDKs, the client service providers, and this is the server messages. This is what we will receive on this end of call report and status report hang. So that's it. And voice messages we don't need. Idle message. Idle message means if the call is idle, the voice agent will ask, are you still there? All that idle messages, like I have set it to 3, which means it will ask 3 times one of these questions and then hang the phone. Idle timeout means 6 seconds. I've set it to 6 seconds. Okay, that's good. Anyways, that's how you set up your voice assistant, and then you can publish, and then this is your assistant ID. Paste it here. You need the phone number ID as well. How to find the phone number ID? Go to phone numbers, and I have my phone number right here. You can buy phone numbers right inside Vapi, but if you don't want to, you can import a phone number. I use Twilio, so you can import your phone number from Twilio. If you go to Twilio, it's very easy. You can buy a phone number here, and in your account, in your dashboard, you can see this account SID and OAuth token. This is your phone number, account SID and the OAuth token, and give it a label. I've given Silkstone AI. Specify the phone number here. I have a UK phone number, and import from Twilio. It will be imported here, or you can buy it from inside within Vapi too. So whatever it is, once you set up your phone number, you will have your ID here. Copy it, paste it here. I'm not going to do that. It's my ID. I don't want to expose it. So once you do that, this will be done. Okay, now we have set it up. Now our email will be sent, outbound call will be made, and our Vapi agent will send the status of the permission and the phone number to this webhook. Now what to do with it? Let me put the trigger here. Now let's read from the Google search rows. Contact list, sheet 1, filter, and the filter should be the phone number should equals to, we need to search a row where the phone number is equals to whatever the phone number we receive on this webhook, right? Because we have to get the coupon code assigned to that phone number. We did that earlier before we make the phone call. If you can remember, in the automation, we generated the coupon code, updated the store, and we updated the Google Sheet as well. We assigned that Google discount code to this particular phone number, this particular client. So we have to get that same code and send it to the client via SMS. Now the phone number should equals to whatever the phone number we receive here. Now you can talk with the assistant now. Test it, talk with it, and give you permission to receive the code. I'm not going to do that because the video is already too long. Once you do that, you will receive the data, like the permission variable and the phone number to this module. Once you receive it, you have to pick the phone operator equals to, go to tool calls, functions, arguments, the phone number should be here, and select that. And what this does is that if the phone number equals to this, then it will send the SMS. But here's the thing, you have to send the SMS only if the client wants to, all right? So you have to check that first. So that's why, double click on this. This is my label, if permitted. Click here and go to tool calls, function, arguments, and the permission. Click this variable, and if it equals to, you can choose true here, or there's another way to write it. You can do that too, right? Whatever it is. It is equals to true. It is equals to true. Only then continue. Then fetch the phone number from the Google Sheet and send the SMS. Phone number, you know where to get the phone number from. It's once again in the tool calls function, the arguments, the phone number will be here because we send the phone number, right? If you can remember. Set the phone number of the tools in your tools, send SMS code, the phone number and permission, the boolean variable and the the phone number. It will be received here. I'm sorry, it will be received here. Select that phone number. That's it. And the create body. And in the body, this is your SMS message. It's really a very short message. You don't have to be very convincing here because client has already received your call. He has already given you the consent to receive the SMS. Now he's expecting the SMS. So you don't have to be very long and convincing in this. The most important thing is here's your coupon code. Add the coupon code there. Get the coupon code from the Google Sheet, because the Google Sheet now already have the coupon code we've saved here. Already have it. Do that. Okay. Now you're done. All right, the moment of truth. Let's run the scenario and see if it works. All right, now the scraping bee takes the screenshot. Now the vision model does its job. And the email has been sent. I think I should receive the call. I'm receiving the call. Let's answer.
Drawn design and have the software generate the motion graphic for you. It'll be a lot faster and time saving.
Yeah, sure.
That's awesome. We are launching a new tool called FUI Wizard, pronounced EFUI Wizard, which does exactly that. You can get unrestricted free access for 30 days if you subscribe today. It's designed to create high-tech futuristic UI animations by simply uploading a clear image of your hand-drawn design. It can save you days of work and speed up your workflow by 10 times. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great.
I'm glad to hear that.
By the
FUI
way,
Wizard is an
By the way, it's what is it? Is it a subscription to service or a software, or how do I access it?
Great question. FUI Wizard is a 100% online subscription tool. You can access it from anywhere, and it's specifically designed for motion graphics studios. You can upload your designs and generate animations without needing any additional software.
By the way, why are you calling me? How did you get my contact?
I understand your concern. I'm actually an AI assistant calling to share information about FUI Wizard, which can help streamline your motion graphics workflow. We reach out to potential users who might benefit from our tool. If you're interested, I'd love to explain how it can save you time and effort in creating user interface animations.
No, I like to use the tool first and see it for myself. So, how can I continue?
Absolutely. That's a great approach. You can try FUI Wizard with a 1-month free trial plus. If you subscribe today, you'll get a 50% discount for the subsequent 3 months. How does that sound? Would you like to give it a shot?
Yeah, of course. Sounds great.
Fantastic. I will send you a discount code via SMS for your 1-month free trial and the 50% discount for the next 3 months. What's the best phone number to send that to?
The number you're talking to. This phone number.
Hold on a sec. Thank you. I'll send that discount code to the number I'm calling you on. Please check your SMS shortly. Just a quick note that the code will only be valid for 24 hours, so make sure to use it soon. Also, feel free to visit f-i-wizard.com to take a look at the tool before you start. That's EFUI Wizard. F for fabulous, U for universe, I for indigo, wizard.com. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, thank you very much. Sounds fantastic.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help. Enjoy your trial and have fun exploring FUI Wizard. Have a great day. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Are you still there?
No, it's all right. You can hang the phone. Thank you. Yeah, you saw the issues there. It did a good job, but still, it seems like we need to change some things about now. It pronounced the FUI Wizard throughout the call, but at one time it says F-U-I-Wizard if you've been listening, and also it didn't hang up the call, which is weird. And those are the stuff that you have to go ahead and fine tune and and work out. And the other thing, these things will not work like fantastic at the first time. You set it up and a lot of things will go wrong right from the beginning. This scraping B module will not work. This module right here, because it's AI, you have to prompt it right. I gave you the prompt which works good. Now even here I have to make some adjustments. These things will go wrong, right? It's so normal, and you'll have to fine tune over and over again. And the other thing, when you're developing something, unlink these things and individually fine tune these modules. Only when these modules are working, then make the other connections, or before you make the other connections, test them too, put the trigger there, and you can unlink this, put the trigger here, make sure put some detail here, and make sure this module is working correctly before you run everything at once. I've tested all this before this is a recording, right? I've tested all this and I know it's working, and I run it, so you get the illusion like everything works fantastic at the first run. It's never like that. You have to spend hours fine-tuning these automations. But wow, it's been a long video. This is very important. The zero bounce thing, you have to, this is a non-negotiable when you do cold outreach. You have to validate the email address before you send out emails, otherwise you'll be in a very bad position in future. Well, with that said, that concludes this video. It's been a long video. Well, work on it. Like I said, not everything will go smooth, right? It's part of the process. Spend time, test, use ChatGPT all the time. It saves a lot of time. Read the documentations and watch other YouTube videos and learn. That's all I can say. Good luck. I'll see you later. Bye bye.